Hi guys, Johnny Wilson here, looking at return to running, and we're on phase 3. So, phase 1 was on a soft surface, jogging on the spot. Phase 2 was on a hard surface, jogging on the spot. We had to achieve 6 sets of 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, so jogging for 30 seconds and then resting for 30 seconds, do that 6 times. And if you had no reaction with regards to stiffness, pain or swelling, either an hour or 24 hours after the session, then you are ready to move on to phase 3. So I've got 2 cones, you can use anything you want. What we're going to do is we're going to look at jogging in the sagittal plane. And as I explained in phase 2 of the in the video in phase 2, this is part of a bigger, wider picture. So when we're looking at return to running, we're also looking at a strength profile. So the other exercises for that, looking at their single leg efficiency, looking at your power qualities, looking at your aerobic and anaerobic fitness. So we might be doing that off-feet conditioning. So that might be on the bike or in the pool. We're in the middle of a pandemic at the moment, which means that we are not using hydro at the moment. But if you've got your own pool, you can always do the same progressions that we're doing now in the pool. So I've got 2 cones, you can use anything, and all I'm going to do is set the cones down about 10 feet apart. So I'll pop one cone down there. Now hopefully my dog doesn't eat the cones. He loves cones, so I may have to shout at him, but there's no animal cruelty going on here. So all I do is I space it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to jog in a straight line from one cone to the other. So it's a nice, easy jog. I get to the cone and I turn around and I walk back. Down the cone and back in to a jog there. Now, prescription. So we're now starting to move from point A to point B. And it's about 4 to 6 seconds here. So I might do 6 sets of 6 seconds, which works out about 36 seconds. So now we're increasing the amount of time that we're doing by 6 seconds. So I do 6 of these times 6. So take a little bit of a break. So I've just done, I think I've done 2. So I walk back. And I do my 3rd one. Now again, prescription is very individual to everybody. So if I'm not able to do 6 sets, I might have to start at 2 sets. If I'm able to do 2 sets, I might be able to move on to 3 sets. So it just depends on what you're able to do and how much you can progress it. We want you to get up to that 6 sets. That's kind of the magic number. The other way that you can increase the difficulty or progress it a little bit here is by increasing the speed. So what I mean by that is I might go at a little faster pace. Now if that increases my pain or stiffness or swelling, then maybe I'm going at a pace that's too quick. And then I can judge how effective or how good the session was an hour after the session or 24 hours after the session to see did I have any increase in any of those signs, so or symptoms, pain, swelling or stiffness. If I'm tolerating this and everything's going right and I can go from A to B in a sagittal plane, so the sagittal plane is this plane, and I'm not getting any reaction, then I can move on to phase 4. And phase 4 is where we will have a change of direction in our running. So again, it's important to remember that there are other things going on at the moment. So the athlete will have some strength exercises to do, maybe some power work to do, building on their aerobic and anaerobic, so their fitness levels. So this is all going on in the background, and this is just one part of a multimodal performance rehabilitation program. So I'll just do that once more. So I walk my cone. And I jog forward. I'm not working on my fitness levels here. I'm working on my running economy, my running efficiency, my ability to tolerate load in running and now I've progressed from running in situ to running to directional running, so to running to a spot. So hope you enjoyed phase 4. If phase 4 is too much for you, you can always go backwards and you can go to phase 3, so back on to in situ. So it's very common for somebody to move up a phase and go, do you know what, I've had a little bit of reaction in this phase, so what I'll do is I'll move back to phase 3, spend a little bit longer in phase 3, and then move on from there, or and move on to the next phase, or move back for the next phase. So again, the empowerment is with you. You know where the phases are. You know what phase 1 is, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and then what phase 5 will be coming up very soon. So you can work out where you're going to plug and play in this progression. If that's very easy and you can move on and you can move on and you can move on, then you know you will be the master and creator of how fast you get through the program. So it's not based on time, but it's based on tasks and your ability to carry out those tasks without any reaction. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe and check out our next phase coming up, where we're going to be looking at change of direction.